Welcome to A Man's Perspective. Today I'm going to having... Said it wrong. Okay, let's start over. Welcome to A Man's Perspective. Today I'm going to be having another conversation with someone who I have great admiration for. Someone who has overcome overwhelming things in their life. Because I don't want to say traumas, but this experience, overwhelming, difficult experiences would probably be the best way to put it. And they are truly difficult. But this man is a martial arts instructor, works for LAPD, tremendously successful. So James, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. I appreciate the kind words.
I love you,
It means
brother.
a lot coming from you. I love you too.
It's all true. It's all true.
Thank you.
So today I wanted to just recap on life, see how things are going for you. I know so much has changed for you in your life.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, you're with LAPD, you're a dispatcher, you're making good money now. So
Yeah.
how do you view life now? How do you?
I view it differently. You know, I'm very grateful. You know, when I see the people that I love, even people I don't care about, just, you know, and I interact with someone, it's kind of more like I'm glad I got to interact with you, and especially my family. I'm glad you're safe.
Yeah.
Like I love you guys, and you have a tendency to do that, and I never understood why, but now I do. Because when you give a hug of like, man, I'm so happy to see you, or you know, I'm glad you're safe, and I love it. I really do, and that's something that I like think about, you know, because when I see the people I love and the people I care about the most, it's like, because we have people dying every day. You see it, I see it. I don't see it, but you know, I hear about it, and people committing crimes, and you know, I'm just glad to see the people that I do, and it's a different perspective. It's a different look on it. You know, a lot more care, a lot more love goes into that. So,
Well, I've once read, tomorrow is guaranteed to nobody. So, you know, act today as if it's your last day. And when and regarding hugs, I heard that you're supposed to hug 8 times a day for good mental health. So if it's something I have to do, I'm going to do it with meaning. I'm going to do it with purpose. I want to show you that I do love you, that I do care about you. I'm not going to be like people do those sideways hug, you know, tap on the back, you know. I'm like, I just grab them and pull them in. And, you know,
do you really? Do you like turn around?
My friends try to be like, hey, what's up, buddy? I fucking grab them and pull them in, and I hug them, and they start calling me names and stuff. Like, relax, dude. I love you, brother. But yeah, I try to do things with meaning, with purpose, with to show that I really do care about you.
Yeah.
So that's
No, but a hug feels good when you hug someone, even if you're having a bad day, even if you're having a really bad day. Just a good hug, a good meaningful hug. Nothing has to be said. Just that hug, it can be a lot. It can be a lot of language, you know. It can be a release of emotion, and that's something that I love, man. Like today, I came in here annoyed. I came in here mad. I made myself mad on the way over here too. But I was like, hey, man. And then we all hugged. I saw Emily, we hugged. I saw you, we hugged, and it was good. I feel a lot better. That's not on my mind, you know. I'm not thinking about being bothered or what annoyed me. I'm just happy to be here.
For me, I don't know if it's something real that's happening, but this is how I feel. Like when I hug people that I really, really love, that I'm just so grateful to have in my life. When I hug them, I feel like my heart healing. Yeah. I know it sounds weird, and it's almost unbelievable, but I literally feel like my cells getting stronger, my cells getting better. And that's like I'm sometimes, especially with like my kids, I hold on too long and I can tell that they get uncomfortable, but it's because it's like I'm feeling my heart get stronger, my cells get better. So yeah, I really do believe that hugs have a healing effect on us.
I agree. I think people should hug more often. I totally do.
Yeah.
I totally do.
Thank you for supporting that, because I love hugging you guys, because I love all of you guys.
It's hard when the person smells, though.
Yeah, I know, but... YOLO. They might not be here tomorrow. So take advantage today. But regarding that, how long have you been with LAPD now?
What am I on? My 6th month?
Wow.
Yeah.
What's your probation period?
A year and a half.
Wow. So you got another year?
I got another year before I can do what I want schedule-wise.
Yeah.
So then I'm up to their mercy.
That first year sucks. You're on graveyard. You're on the worst shifts.
Well, they change me every month. I'm bouncing around. My body feels it. You know, I'm just like, dang, man.
That's the way it is for the first few years in any law enforcement job. The first few years, you're working the holidays. You're working graveyard. Your family's gonna miss you, and that's the hardest part. You got to tell your family. You got to prepare your family and the people that you love, because it's they just take advantage. And part of it is because they want to see, first of all, it's demanding. The work is demanding. And they push you because they want to see if you're going to be there when times get tough. Because a lot of people run when things get difficult. And so they push just to see how you're going to fare, whether you're going to give up, whether you're going to be there no matter what. So
yeah,
it's
like if we get activated for an emergency or something, then what? I'm stuck in the office.
You're going to live at the station.
Yeah. And then
after you guys the division.
Yeah.
But you're going to do well. And I know it's changing your life because I see you changing, but it's going to change your life even more. It's gonna now that you're not to change the subject so quickly, so abruptly, but now that you're making much better money, like what are your long-term plans as far as like investments and stuff?
There's a lot that I think about, for the future. One of the things is definitely, going into the military and securing, kind of like the VA home loan, and having that unlock. And another thing, thinking about my kids and their future and how I want their tuition and whatever they want to do, supported. If they want to go to school, have the government pay for it. Wow. That saves me, thousands of debt, thousands of dollars in debt. And just let the government pay for it. And then sacrifice, 6 years of my life in reserves. I get the best of both worlds. I keep my job with LAPD, and then I ain't got no complaints. 6 years is nothing. That'll go by quick.
It's interesting that you said my kids, because I know you don't have kids, so you must be talking about your future kids.
Yeah.
It's interesting how when men come into resources, we start thinking about, oh, wow, now I can provide for my family, for our kids. And we start thinking about those long-term things. When did you notice that coming into you?
I mean, I kind of always have. It's been instilled to me, that's the way my grandpa was. My dad he always showed me that you need to raise a family. The man is supposed to be the man of the household. He's got to go to work and he's got to be the one to provide. Obviously, the female can too, the wife, and totally not opposed to that, but in case anything comes, worse to worse, I want to be able to provide for my kids, because I don't want my kids to go without need. The same way he provided for me when I was, in dire need, or when we were struggling, due to the circumstances that we were in. I don't want to put no other soul in that. Even if I'm able to support someone that's not my child, but I treat them like my kid, like hands down, like all my students teaching martial arts, I treat them like they're like my little sister and little brother.
Good.
I love them. I love them so much. And I tell them, anything you need, I'm here, But at the end of the day, I deal with them for an hour and then they go back to their parents, But I've trained some of them since they were 4 years old, 5 years old, and now they're, 15, 16 years old.
Wow.
And it brings a tear to my eye.
Yeah. That's what shows me that you're such a good man, because a lot of people don't give themselves up for others unless there's a big return for them. Real men sacrifice themselves for the people that they love. So,
but my return will come later.
Yeah.
My return will come later, and I'm not worried. Even if I don't get a return, that's fine. That's fine. I'm trying to set the example for what the standard was before, not the generation that we're at now. When people still respected their parents, when they listened and they obeyed and they learned from their elders and they listened to the advice that was given to them. That's the big thing. That's the big thing. And I wish I would have listened earlier. Luckily, I am. And a part of me still doesn't. It's that young aspect where it's like, I know it all.
But you're supposed to rebel. That's the only way we truly separate from our parents. And we get out of their umbrella.
And there's a difference. Yeah. There's a big difference between, my grandpa and myself. He never liked tattoos or anything like that. And I have tattoos, but all mine are concealed, just out of the professional and thinking about the professional aspect and the future and how that's going to hinder things. But yeah, we're polar opposites. He preferred to stay home. He's like, why am I going to spend money on a vacation? And it's like, I'll go on a vacation. I want to go explore.
Absolutely. We learn so much from vacations.
Yeah. I loved the ability to be able to relax, but I learned so much on how to be a hard-ass working man because of what he did, to be able to provide for his family and to work 2 jobs when he did, and even in old age, to still provide until his dying day, hands down.
Wow, did he really?
Yeah, until his dying day, until his last day, until he could no longer be a provider. That's when he went. But he was sick, and he'd still take care of my grandma, who was in a wheelchair. Wow. He'd do everything.
Good for
He'd
him.
take
That was
her
a good
out.
Man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That was a good man.
That hands off. like one of the best examples I've had in my life, you know, because I'm like, damn, I'm trying to be like that, you know. God forbid my wife end up, you know, wheelchair bound or ill in that manner, you know. But yeah, he was top notch. He you know, he made mistakes, not
no one's
not saying
perfect. Yeah,
exactly, but just to see the effort, you know, at 74 years old and knowing that his last day was coming, but not thinking about himself, but rather thinking about like what is in place for his wife, the woman he cared about the most. He didn't really think about his kids, but he cared about his wife, and he wanted to make sure she was taken care of.
Yeah, people don't realize that it's our actions and the way that we value and keep our relationships that make us immortal. Like you talking about your grandfather even after he's gone, and you're gonna tell your kids and you're gonna tell your friends, your grandfather's immortal. Yeah. If your grandfather was like a piece of shit dude, you probably wouldn't be talking. But yeah, it was like a,
well, that's my relationship with my dad. Like if my dad were to ever, like my biological father were to ever appear in the picture, I'm gonna be like, what the hell are you doing here? Like, what do you want?
You don't even want to talk about him.
No,
like,
exactly.
But your grandfather, because he was such a great man and he sacrificed himself, he's gonna be immortal because you're gonna tell your friends, your kids, you can tell your grandkids about your grandfather. So that's great that you had that example, because in our day and age, there's not too many examples.
There's not. And unfortunately, that's the leading cause to a lot of people my age getting into these crimes, you know, getting into trouble. They have no father figure, you know, they have no true parental figure to lead them and to just take them over that edge, you know, give them that extra push, teach them it's fight or flight in this life. Because life don't wait for nobody. You know, your center may stop, but the rest of the universe keeps going. We all are the center of our own universe. And I think it's phenomenal, and that philosophy behind it, because your life and my life, I'm the center of my life, you're the center of your life. And although you may have something that makes your world stop or feel like it's slowed, my life's still going. You know? And I can be there to interact, kind of like a TV show. Think about it. This is your own TV show. And I'm just a special guest on it. And vice versa.
Like literally, Dude, there's cameras right here, all over the place. And that's wonderful that you recognize that, because, like President Obama said, we have the biggest problem we have now with crime is because there's fatherless homes. And when we look at the statistics, like over 70% in the black family, they don't have a father. Well, the best study I can point to was like 15, 16 years ago, UCLA did a study in Men's Central Jail in Los Angeles County to see what's the common denominator for all these men in jail. Like, why are they there? And 93% of them did not know their father or did not have a father figure in their life. I was like, see? Damn, that's really crazy. And you people think like, well, like I mentioned earlier, in the black community, it's over 70%, I think, don't have fathers. And in our community, Latin community, we're right there. 51% don't have their fathers in their life. So it's, fatherless homes. The reason why I mentioned it, it's important that you recognize that, because when you recognize the problem, you're less likely to make that part of your life.
No, exactly.
You're going to be the solution and not the problem.
And it's sad, especially in the Hispanic culture, you know, where fathers, though, or men will, you know, get with a female and, you know, they'll have sex or whatever, but then they'll be a drunk and they're like truly not happy and just cause destruction and cause pain.
Yeah, I think you're the man that you are, a great man, because how old were you when you went into martial arts?
Oh, I started young. I was like 8 years old.
See, you had something that gave you purpose. In our culture, we used to have, in every society, in every culture, there was a rite of passage. Like the boys were scribes first, then they mentored, and then they became knights. Or like in the Spartan community, they're sent to the wilderness, then they ran the gauntlet, then they were mentored, and then they became soldiers. Every society has had a process to become a man, and we don't have that now. Now we're just like, all right, dude, you're 18, you're a man. Bullshit. Unless someone taught you what it means to suffer, to sacrifice, to keep going no matter what, you're not a man.
But you know what really taught me? You know what really taught me? Growing up as a kid and having nothing, pretty much being homeless.
Yeah, poverty.
That's what taught me. You know, what taught me is to be, unfortunately attacked in politically correct terms by my own father. To have those memories and to be able to think like, I'm not going to let that define me, and I'm not going to let that hold me back. Like I think that's the only thing I could thank my biological father for being a role model in the sense of everything I should not be. You know, I didn't want to be illiterate like him. He did have a work ethic. Apparently, supposedly, I don't know. You know that they'd go out to eat and he'd try and ask for a job or whatever. But you know, he was abusive in the terms. You know, verbally. A lot of things went on. You know, behind the scenes for me as a kid, and thanks to my family. Yeah, the ones, you know, my Aunt Maria and, you know, my grandma and grandpa who truly helped raise me, you know. And there's times where, I like to perceive myself as, you know, put together and everything, but like between me and my homie, like my best friend, like I feel like I can let go and I can break down and I'm confident I can do it with you as well. Yes. But just be able to sit down with a man and put, you know, the armor down and be vulnerable and just be and someone who understands, someone who relates, and it might not be identical, but it's a matter of having someone to talk to, you know, and, you know, someone who really is by your side and supports you. And that's one of the best things. Like, my best friend's so fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, men need other men. That's the one thing that we need most. I've told some things to my best buds where, like, I thought they were gonna, you know, think less of me, but no, all they did was like hug me and tell me, don't worry about it, bro. It's going to be okay. We're going to get through this. And so men need other men. We should be going to therapy and all that stuff. I believe in that stuff. But more importantly, we need other men to be there for us that are not going to judge us, that are going to love us, and that are going to be there for us. So we need each other. We absolutely need. I cannot stress that enough. Yeah. Everyone out there, you guys, you need to find a friend that you trust, that you look up to, and that has goals, thinks about the future. Someone like him. Someone exactly like him.
And I was actually having this conversation before I came here with my Uncle Brandon, where we were talking about, you know, if you hang out with a bunch of goons, you're going to be a goon. Yeah. You're going to be a hooligan. Yeah. You know, but if you hang out with an eagle and you know, people that soar and people that are rich, you yourself are going to be rich. Absolutely. And we've had this conversation. We had it last time. Yeah. You know, people don't know that, but this is take 2.
Yeah, because we're both fucked up.
Yeah. Hey, that was nasty though. You should still put in that video though. the clip of us after. That was bad.
Yeah, we were getting by. That's all I could say. But no, we need each other. Men need each other. And yeah, you're right. The people that you hang out with, that's what you're going to be like. Yeah. If you're with a bunch of knuckleheads, you're going to be a knucklehead. If you're with a bunch of, like you said, eagles, winners, lions, you're going to be a lion. Yeah. So that's important.
And that's where I look at things from a societal perspective, and I look at things from a psychological perspective. Mm-hmm. You know, I'll be talking to people and I'll say, look at that kid. You know, dressed like that, do you believe he's going to be able to get a job? Just from looking at him, there's going to be an initial judgment. And you know that's right. You know that's right. Society is going to look at him, especially when you go for a job. Absolutely. They're going to look at you, one look as soon as you walk into the room. That's going to be the first thing.
Yeah, people don't realize like that is important because that first when we first meet somebody, that first appearance, whatever that's called, you determine whether or not they're a threat. Yeah, people don't realize where that came from. It's from being thousands of years on the savannah where we're hunted and being eaten and everything. We needed to make fast assessments about other people, whether or not they're going to kill us and take my kids and take my food and take my, you know, we needed those quick assessments. So it's important, as much as we want to say, oh, no one should judge, bump all that. We need to make quick, whether you want to use the word judgment or assessment, but we need to do something where we can tell right away whether or not this person's trustworthy, whether this person's, I know they're going to complete their jobs, I know they're not going to whine and try to sue me. You know, we do make those quick assessments, and so we do need to present ourselves in such a way that it puts us in the best light. Yeah, like if you have tattoos, I have good friends that have tattoos all over their face, and they have hard times finding jobs. They have hard times getting the good paying jobs.
And especially like that new cholo style, like my brother's into it, and it drives me nuts. And I go, Kike, how are you gonna do it? Because you can't show up to a job with baggy pants. You can't be like, "What's up, Holmes? You know, I'm here for my interview." They're gonna tell you to get out. They're gonna laugh at you. You know. You got to go in, you got to be clean and presentable. And always, because you never know who you're going to run into. Never know who you're going to run into. I was at Stater Brothers the other day, and I was buying chicken. And this guy, he goes, "Do you work in emergency operations?" The chicken guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, "How'd you know?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Your aura." I'm like, what the hell does that mean, man? You know?
Because you're more confident now.
What the hell does that mean? But
Because
yeah.
when you have more resources and money, it's money. When you have more resources, you tend to feel less stressed because now you know your electric bill is going to get paid. Now you know your food bill is going to get paid. Now you know you don't have to worry about gas in your car. All these little worries that we used to have before. And I say this from a perspective where I was poor. I grew up on welfare. I grew up very, very poor. I grew up eating bean sandwiches for dinner, you know? So I know what it's like to not to go to bed hungry. I know what it's like to worry about, man, where am I going to get money? Even as an adult, I remember I would juggle the late charges. I'd figure out how can I avoid this late charge? Maybe if I take this all in one lump sum out, I won't get $35 for each time I put gas. If I just take the $400 out, I get one time $35 fee versus every time I put gas, it's $35. You know, I learned how to do things to survive, to get by.
Yeah.
So now that I have more resources, and just like you have more resources because you have a very good paying job now, you get more confident. You feel better about yourself. You feel like there's nothing I can't overcome. So yeah, it's your aura, it's your energy, it's you. Yeah, and as you keep making more money, as you keep making your investments, like we talked about the properties that you want to buy and stuff, you're gonna feel better and better and better and better and better. So
I don't want it like the whole mindset though is to still stay humble.
Yeah.
And with my head bowed and remember where I came from.
Well, that's
you know,
and because you're the way it works, at least the way what I've read, the first generation that comes from poverty is usually the most successful because you have that drive you never stop, you never give up, you keep going. You know, even on your days off, you're thinking about what I'm going to do, how am I going to make money. It's the second and third generations that are less successful. So you're going to be tremendously successful, and you're going to be really humble. Don't think about it, but don't harbor too much.
No, I don't stress about it.
Yeah,
you know? I don't stress about it.
You're, and I know for you, it doesn't feel this way, James, because to you it's like Monday. So you don't see all the great things that you do. You don't see the great man that you are because it's your life, right? Like you don't see it from an outside perspective. You're living it. So to you, it just seems like whatever. It's like, oh, it's fucking Tuesday. Okay, no big deal. But you are making great decisions, James. You are a great man. Accept that, and you know take comfort in that. You know.
Thank you.
And even when you do mess up, because we all mess up, it's not going to take away your greatness. It's not going to take away what a good man you are.
Thank you.
So just keep it up, dude. You're doing great, man. You're doing great. You don't have a bunch of kids out of wedlock. You have a great job. You're doing great. Keep it up, James.
Thank you. That's all I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to do. Make the people I love the most proud.
Fantastic. That's good to hear. All right. Let's talk about finances. How did it feel when you got that first good check with the overtime and everything? And like, what did, maybe not finances, but emotions. How did you feel when you first got that?
Well, to see that fat check, you know, because it's like before it'd be minimum wage jobs.
Yeah, I remember
where you'd
those
have
checks.
to work twice as hard.
I remember those checks.
And just to get a check that's still not even at that, but you know, like there, you know, you're still $700, $800 away.
Yeah.
But it's nice, man. It's a good feeling to see that number and to see the number go. Like to see it grow. If I work overnight, it grows. Just for being an employee, it grows.
Yeah.
You know, they give you, oh, you need money for uniform? Here's $350.
Yeah.
It grows. Thank you for coming into work. Here's an extra $150.
Yeah.
It grows. And that's like, come on, like tell me nobody would be happy as hell just to see that, you know, that it grows.
I know right now in our culture, we're trying to get away from, money's not worth anything. You know, true happiness comes from being poor. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. True happiness doesn't come from being poor.
Hey, you know what? Money does bring happiness.
Yes,
money does because
man.
it erases the worries. It erases the
Yes.
stress. It erases a lot. Like I can breathe. I can breathe.
Yes.
I can breathe.
So everybody work on making money. You don't have to make you have to make it your life. Don't worship money, but it's okay to want to make money.
No, just go to work. Find a job, man. Now hiring. I bet you if we go down the street, we're gonna find like 5 places that are saying now hiring.
Well,
That's all you gotta do.
I read that it's the Brookings Institute. They did a study, and if you don't want to be poor, you just have to do these three things: find any full time job. Doesn't matter what it is. Find any full time job. Don't have kids out of wedlock, and finish high school. If you do those three things, you're not going to be poor. You're going to have a middle class life.
See, you know what's interesting? So Izzy and I went to a concert on Friday, and when we were leaving, because my best friend picked us up, when we were leaving, a girl passed by, and me and my homie recognized her because we went to school with her.
Yeah, yeah.
And she was pregnant in high school. Yeah. And then I knew she had the one kid, but then he goes, oh, yeah, she had two more. Oh, she's had 3 kids already, and she's barely like 20, 21.
Oh, my goodness. Damn.
And I'm like, damn, dude, like, what are you doing for work? Like, there ain't no way. There ain't no way.
Yeah.
It has to be 3 different baby daddies, and I'm not trying to be offensive, but there ain't no way, man. Yeah. There ain't no way. I'm working my ass off. And that's what pisses me off, bro, when I see, like, people my age and younger just making these dumbass dances, these dumbass videos, you know, stupid shit. And they're getting paid money. Just bank. Bank.
Remember, a lot of it is fake. A lot of it is false. Like, you can rent a Lamborghini. You can rent a Mercedes. You can even rent a nice house. Yeah. You know, a lot of it is fake. It's not real. So even though it looks like on Instagram, social media, it looks like they're living the life, but a lot of times they're not, dude. Yeah. A lot of times
they like to, I mean, what is social media for? It's to perceive, like,
to present the best part of your life.
Exactly. You don't show the struggles.
Yeah. No one shows how I can't pay my bills. Yeah.
Do it day by day.
Yeah.
You know, let's follow a waitress. Actually follow a waitress around, you know, but let her be vulnerable. let her be vulnerable with what actually goes on in her personal life.
I wonder if that would work. I wonder if we present the messed up parts of our life, like the struggle. I wonder if people would watch it.
People would, hands down, because they'd relate. What do people do? They watch to things they can relate. Sometimes they'll watch things, though, that is an escape, just to give them a break.
Yeah, because look at all the TV shows. All the TV shows have all these beautiful people. Yeah. There's never like regular dudes. There's never like a 4'5" skinny guy. It's always tall, dark, and handsome with.
Not necessarily. I mean, they look that way on the screen, you know, but in reality, they're
probably regular people, but at least they're presented that way. Yeah.
I mean, I've done it. I've been there. I've done the commercials. I've done the TV show. I've done the tours. Like,
yeah, but everybody's always handsome. Everybody's always beautiful on these TV shows.
I don't know. I've worked with some ugly ass people.
So I wonder if people would watch that. I wonder if people would have watched the struggle.
Hell yeah, they will. Hell yeah, they will.
You think so?
I think because even TV shows present it, but they present it in a manner that's presentable. You know, if you watch a sitcom, they go through the struggles of grief. We all go through the struggles of grief, but they don't go into detail and they don't make it seem as hard as it truly is in life. Yeah. They go through financial struggles. You know, the main character, the mom, the dad, they may lose their job. They try and figure it out. You know, they go through all these hardships that we actually go through in life. Yeah. But the thing is, they just don't go in depth about it. Yeah, why? Yeah. Why? Because you don't want to watch something that's super sad.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe people won't catch on to it. Maybe people won't click on it if it's troublesome or difficult or
But some people like reality. Some people will see it as an eye-opening experience. Some people will see it as, wow, like, this is what I'm going through. You know, how is he going to make it out? Maybe I can be as strong as him. Maybe I could do what's working for him. So I think it would. Honestly, I think it would.
I do think people watch inspirational stuff. That's why I started this podcast, because I wanted... A lot of times in life, we think that I'm the only one going through this. Yeah. That this is my struggle and no one can feel what I feel. But that's just not true. I wouldn't sure that there's nothing new under the sun. So the things that I've been through, chances are you've been through. The things that you've been through, chances are I've been through. Yeah. So if we can present, you know, growing up on welfare, working hard, saving, investing, and if we can present how we got out of that, then I think
But some people have such a shitty ass attitude that when it comes to that, they're not going to think like, oh, he actually did it. He actually worked hard. Or, you know, they may say, oh, good for him, but I can never do it. I'm not as strong as that.
That's our culture, though. That's our culture right now. They're trying to they're trying to keep people, and this is going to sound horrible, but I think that our culture is trying to keep people like ignorant. Our culture is trying to keep people slaves, would be the best word, I guess. Because, man, it's look at it in school, you know, look at tests, all the testings that they do with the students, like the average high school student can't read past a 5th grade level. It's like,
That's sad.
yeah, well,
sad.
how can that be acceptable? How can that be okay? You know.
That's sad.
So I think they're.
Well, look at how the Cholos tag. All misspelled, right? They're using acronyms that don't even make sense.
yeah.
You know, if the people in my neighborhood see this, I apologize. Don't shoot me.
Don't shoot me.
I'll shoot before.
I'm trying to spread love.
I love you guys.
Love and growth. Love and growth.
Can you crip walk? We gotta show support for everybody here.
Everybody needs love, man. Everybody needs love, bro. Everybody needs love. We all gotta eat. So yeah. Right now, when I said everybody's gotta eat, when I talk to people and I see how messed up they are, I try not to be judgmental. And I tell myself everybody's gotta eat, and that's why people do some of the stupid shit that they do, because they think that's the only thing they can do to survive, to get food, to get money, to get resources.
People stealing, people robbing.
Yeah. So when I catch someone that's committed a theft or something, I still do my job. I still put them in jail. I still do what I have to do, but I try to be understanding and say, and that's what I tell myself almost every day. Everybody's got to eat. Everybody's got to eat.
But when someone wrongs you, man, like when someone does something to hurt you physically or emotionally, and for you to have like the strength to hold back and just let them learn from their own, or have, you know, punish them in a different way. Like recently I saw a video of an LAPD incident where this transient whacked the P3 in the head, and he had 2 boots with him.
Yeah.
And they froze. He had a metal stick and he went boom. Oh. And automatically that constitutes a right to shoot the guy.
Yeah.
But he didn't do it. He didn't do it. And then he's all like, put out a backup. And he's telling his boots to put out a backup, and they're all, like, they didn't know what to do. They were frozen because they never see. And the guy didn't shoot. And I was like, damn, that's
control.
That's control, man.
Yeah. Well, because remember, in our day and age, no one's been in a fight. No one fights anymore. Unless you grew up in the ghetto, but like no one fights anymore. Most of the new guys at work, like they've never been punched in the face.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they've never been punched in the face. Yeah. Like I got my first time I got punched in the face. I think I was in the 5th grade when I got knocked out by a 6th grader. Yeah.
You got knocked out?
Oh yeah, dude. I tried to protect my buddy and against a 6th grader, and this dude was huge, and he went, doop, knocked me out.
What happened? Where'd you wake up?
on the floor. I was like, oh shit! That's the sun right there.
So do you remember that day?
Yeah.
So do you get up and what?
Nothing. The teachers came and grabbed us by then because we were on the playground. I was in school, and my buddy came crying to me like, "Oh, he hit me." Blah, blah, blah. And so like little tough guy, you know, trying to be all tough, and pushed the 6th grader, and the 6th grader went crack. And then I just remember looking up and going, "Oh, look, that's the sun."
Dang.
Yeah.
What'd your mom say when she?
She said it was my fault. Whip my ass. Why'd you go pick a fight?
Or said Robin Hood.
She whipped my ass. Yeah, she whipped my ass for picking fights. That's what's missing today. No one, men, boys, aren't allowed to express their physicalness. They're not allowed to show that their aggressiveness. You know, we think that that's bad and we medicate them. Mm-hmm. And we need to let little boys be aggressive. We need to let little boys be hyperactive. We need to let little boys jump and hurt themselves so that they can learn their limits.
Yeah, like for me, like when kids do stuff, and I'll be like, don't do that, you're going to get hurt. Yeah. And if they don't listen, I'm like, all right, you're going to get hurt. Yeah. And then I don't say I didn't warn you.
Yeah.
They get hurt.
And then they get hurt, yeah. But next time they know.
Yeah, they're all like, I'm not going to do that again.
yeah. We're not going to do that. Right?
Like my little cousin was picking his nose, and I go, are you scratching your brain? I always tell him, you scratching your brain? He's like, he's 4. And he's like, yeah. I'm not scratching my brain. And then recently he was outside and it was dry. Yeah. He picked his nose and he started bleeding. And he freaked out. Has he picked his nose since?
Nope. Yeah. Yeah, so we got to let little boys do all that rough and tumble stuff. We have to, but we don't. In our society, we're medicating them, and we're putting them in environments where they have to sit still when everything inside of them is telling them to run, you know. But no, I think we're making a future generation of soft men, soft dudes.
Hands down.
And we're experiencing that now.
Hands down, yeah. And there's going to be eventually a point where nobody wants to be a cop.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna want to do my job. Nobody's gonna want to do yours.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's gonna be like, oh, I'll be a creative writer.
Yeah, an influencer. I saw a study where most, like 80% of the young kids want to be, their goal in life is to be an influencer.
Oh my
It's
God.
like, what the hell?
What happened to, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer.
An astronaut.
Yeah. All these years of studying.
Yeah. No, everyone wants to be an influencer.
And
now.
no one's going to go in the military.
Yeah.
No one's going to
Well,
go
the
in
military's suffering with that right now.
They are.
Yeah.
They
Our,
are.
like our police department where I work, we're 30% understaffed.
Dang.
We're trying our hardest to get people, and we just can't keep them.
Like we have 100 vacancies right now.
Damn.
We're trying to fill.
Yeah. Damn, that's nothing. 'cause
But
my
people
department
leave,
has-
man. People don't make it.
My department has like 1,500 vacancies.
Well, that's just in mine, in the communications
Oh,
department.
shit.
No. That's
Yeah.
just in PSRs and operators. The officers need like,
Yeah.
I don't know how many thousand more
Yeah.
to be at a place that's comfortable.
Yeah, everyone's super short. And I talk to other, like every now and then I'll run to police chiefs or commanders of other agencies and ask them, hey, you guys struggling too? And they're like, yeah, everyone across the board, everyone is struggling to get
I wonder how we're
people.
going to do it for the Olympics and the World Cup.
Well,
We're going to
I
be
don't
busy.
know. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of overtime.
Hey, we'll be in the CP together.
Yeah, a lot of money. That's what I see. I see money. I'm like, oh, yes.
Hey, let me be in the Olympics though. I'll go help out.
Yeah,
I'll
dude.
pass out water. Shit.
Yeah, that's what's going to get to the point where we're going to just be deputizing people here. You're this, now go do that. Yeah, but yeah, I like it. I think because I see money every time I see a big thing like that. I say, all right, overtime. That's all that means. More money. They're just giving me money.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. Yeah. So I don't know why, but I'm drawing blanks right now. I think because I'm tired.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
Did you work?
Yeah, I had a 72-hour work week.
Oh.
Yeah, today's my first day off. So
Oh, must be nice.
yeah, you last time you got off a graveyard shift and you didn't sleep at all. I'm just off.
It was on my birthday.
Oh, that's right. Huh?
It was on my birthday. Yeah. I had 1 hour of sleep before and 1 hour after, and I still went and taught. Wait, was my birthday on a Monday?
I don't remember.
What are your days off? Sunday and Monday?
Oh, it was Monday.
yeah,
it was Monday.
See.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I didn't teach that day. I think I had my class. I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Maybe I did teach. I did have to teach. I remember I had to go in and teach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's how I know that you're a good man.
But I
because-
forget, man. I don't know what day it is.
Yeah, but that's what
I don't
happens
know
when you're
what's
tired. That's
what.
normal.
Like, I'm just like going with the flow. I just
Especially
do my
when you
day to
work-
day.
When you work graveyard shifts, for me, graveyard shift. I loved working graveyard shift because most of the people that were on the streets were already doing bad stuff. So the work became easy. We have this saying that they're jumping in our back seats because that's what it's like. Like they're walking and you can see the gun in their back. You know, it's like, oh, look at that guy's got a gun. Okay, let's go over there. They literally, like, not literally, but they throw themselves in our back seats. And, there's no command staff, there's no captains, so the work was great, but the toll on the body, oh my God, dude, my memory went, my, just everything was going. I felt tired, perpetually just tired.
Yeah.
Even if I slept 10 hours, I would wake up and I'd just be like tired.
But even like sometimes at night, like nothing happens, man. It's
Yeah.
I don't want to say that word because I work tonight, but
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
3:30, 3:30,
Yeah.
3 to 3:30. It's like
No, but even I'll come in at 10:30. By the time they let us out a roll call,
Yeah.
and none. And I'm like, all
Well,
right,
it
it's one of
depends
those
wh-
nights.
Depends what area you're working, or what area you're in charge of in dispatch. Because I'm sure, like, if in your southeast or southwest or 77th, I'm sure.
I've worked 77th and nothing has happened.
Really?
Nothing has happened. Where these officers are looking for shit. Like they'll be out there and I'm like, dude, just knock it off.
Stop messing around. Come
Yeah.
on. Go get something to eat.
Yeah, seriously. Let me show you code 6 at Jack in the Box or the donut shop.
That's funny.
Hey, how do you feel about that stereotype though about,
The donut shop?
cops and donuts?
Well, you have to remember, when you go back 60, 70, 50 years ago, what was open at night? Just donut shops. There was nothing open. Like now, the only thing open at night is like the 7-Elevens. If you go to any 7-Eleven, you're going to see a cop at some time because we all go to 7-Eleven because they're the ones open at night. But back then, there's some truth to it in the cops and donuts. But it wasn't that we were eating donuts. It was just that donut shops were the only thing that was open. So that's where we would go hang out to talk, to eat, to heat up our food, to get coffee, so I can stay awake, because that was the only thing that was open.
Yeah.
So there's some truth to it, but not the way we interpret it now, how big fat cops eating donuts and stuff. It's, yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes I look at cops, man, and they are not fit. I'm like, if it goes in a foot pursuit, it's not happening, bro. CHP, that's a guaranteed getaway, but
Yeah, the only PT test us in the beginning.
yeah.
After you graduate the academy and you graduate your training programs, then they stop.
Because I've talked to officers that are big now, and they're like, "Oh, I used to work Vice. I used to do this," and I'm looking at them like, "You did?
Yeah.
Like you're telling me you went after cholos and gangs and like head honchos, and now you're."
Well, it's also too, because stress. That's a stressful life as you're experiencing. That's to always be on the lookout, because someone's, in the academy, they tell you someone's trying to always kill you. So you got to pretend like, today could be your last day. And it's funny because like the Compton deputies that got shot 3-4 years ago, Manny and Claudia, like I know them, and they were just chilling, going to the bathroom, and they got shot. So it does happen.
While taking a piss?
No. Remember they were sitting in the Explorer, and that guy came up and shot 5 times into their car?
No.
Oh, I'll have to show you the video, dude. It was all over the news.
Really?
I haven't seen it. Yeah.
He just randomly just.
Yeah, no. Well, there's video of him hanging out in that area, and because he knew that's where the cops go, and so they pulled up, and what people don't know is that right next to where they were parked, there's bathrooms right there, and we use those bathrooms, and they're going to the bathroom or taking a break or eating or something, but they were right there, and that dude just walked up and shot 5 times. Yeah,
I've seen an instance where for LAPD where someone walked into the station.
Yeah. Oh damn! Really?
Yeah.
Oh damn!
And opened fire.
Oof.
And got into it with the desk officer.
Yeah.
But I was like, dang, I forgot what station. I can show you the video. I can find it.
Well, that's why I don't know for LAPD, but for us, we have shotguns right there, ready to go, loaded.
We have one for our building. I know we have one at in the front.
Yeah.
Our officer has one, and then on the floor. But our building's so secure. Like I was really thinking about it. I didn't realize going up the elevator, before you go up, if you turn around, there's these doors, like these heavy magnetic doors that are just shut.
Yeah.
If anything, and then to get onto the floor, you need a key card. And if all these doors close, and you need a key card to go up the staircase, you're not gonna get anywhere.
Yeah,
you'll get on the first floor, and that's it.
Well, because remember, a lot of police stations like ours, we have a lot of weapons. Even though next to the watch deputy there's a loaded shotgun. But the armory has rifles, has, kind shotguns, less lethal stuff. So that's why it has to be very secure, so that, someone doesn't access those weapons. AR-15s, it's crazy what's in there. So, yeah, they have to be very secure. So how do you feel about relationships? What's your view on relationships?
I mean, relationships are beautiful, man. Even the ones that you don't benefit from necessarily, there's still a benefit. Like even the toxic ones per se, something that's a bad relationship. You still learn. You learn from a bad experience.
Yeah.
You should still be grateful that person taught you, that they're a piece of shit. But yeah, no, I appreciate relationships, all kinds of relationships.
I think we want toxic. I think we like toxic relationships.
Just a tad.
Yeah,
just a tad.
We all need drama.
When you're in the mood.
Because can you imagine if everything went perfect? If there was never any issues, never any problems, then it'd be kind of boring. It'd be like, oh, okay, but yeah, I come home and exactly what I want to eat is there. Exactly what I wanted to, it'd be kind of boring. So I think we as humans, we like drama. We just don't like uncontrolled drama. We don't like the drama that then lands us in jail.
Yeah.
But we do
where someone bust up my bell box?
Yeah. That didn't happen here. When I saw my mailbox, I was like, that's $40. Okay, but it was worth it. But
Or if someone messes up your car, man. Ex-girlfriend.
yeah, that's different. That's different.
Then it's a line.
That's criminal drama. Like I
No,
said,
but
we
people
don't-
do it. People do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
know,
it sucks.
I know, but we want drama, just not drama that lands us in jail. So that's what we want.
Yeah.
So, well, that's good that you. How long have you been in your relationship with your girl now?
A year and a half.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
damn, you guys were young then, huh? Yeah,
19.
21, 19,
19.
yeah.
19.
Damn. Well, good for y'all. I know you guys look cute together. I know it's going to be successful.
Thank you.
I know you guys are going to do well together.
Thank you. Thank you. As long as she doesn't get rid of me.
Or you don't get word for her.
Yeah, man.
I know a lot of people, especially women in our culture, they like to think that they're the prize. But I always tell them,
I'm the prize.
yes, the man is the prize, and I'll tell you why. I'll show you why. Because
Well, I'll show you why.
women control access to sex. Men control access to marriage. So if the man doesn't propose, the chick's never getting married. So if I'm the one proposing,
So what if a chick proposed to you?
I'd be weirded out and I'd be like, no, it's not the way it's supposed to be.
You would be weirded out, really?
like,
You'd be like,
nah.
Get up.
You're taking my role. You're taking my position.
So did you feel less of a
You're
man?
too masculine. Not that I feel like less of a man, but she's too masculine. I don't want to be with another man. I want to be someone who's soft, who's gentle, who's fun, who's, friendly. I don't want to be with a dude.
But still have the parts of a man, right?
Huh?
You want to still be with someone who has the parts of
Only
a man.
on Sundays. Only on Sundays.
That's
the Lord
the day.
forgives.
That's the day.
Because the Lord forgives.
Yeah.
No, but we want friendly, gentle, soft women.
Yeah.
At least me and my friends do. We don't want another dude. I don't want to come home and fight. I don't want to come home and argue. Life is hard enough as it is out there. People are trying to kill me out there. Now I got to come home and fight with you. Bump all that, dude. That's not. Yeah. So I believe men are the prize because men are the ones that have to die for the relationship. Yep. Women don't die for us. We die for them. We die to protect them. We sacrifice our bodies for them, for our kids. So men are the prize. I don't believe women are the prize. And not to say that women are not valuable, because women are divinity. For some reason, women have given up their divinity. So women are tremendously valuable. There's no reason to be alive if there's no women on the planet. But men are the prize when it comes to a relationship. So that's my belief.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
Sasha. You don't like dogs, man? They I feel like they can sense so much about our stress. Like
They do.
what we go through, and you're just so precious. Look
But
at her.
I think dogs are a tool. I think this is our guard dog. She eats humans, so don't come into the house. She eats people. she'd play catch with a stranger, with a burglar. The snakes will eat you though, but she won't.
Yeah, dogs are cool. They're so resourceful, and like
Oh,
you said,
yeah.
in so many ways. We need to find something. You can train the dog to find it.
Yeah, and you're right, dude. Dogs do have this ability to soften our hearts.
Yeah.
I think because of their loyalty, because of their soft fur, because of their it seems like they have unconditional love, because you could whip a dog and he'll come right back.
Yeah.
So it seems like it's unconditional love.
But eventually he'll be scared, or they'll become aggressive, and then we're like,
yeah.
"Oh."
But for the most part, dogs come back.
Yeah. But
What is she doing?
I don't know.
Everyone's
They're
over there
distracting
tripping out.
us.
Yeah.
You're ruining the episode.
Everyone's over there tripping out on the dog.
She ate a piece of tape.
Oh.
It'll come out. Don't worry. It's just tape.
Yeah, but it's gonna stick. It's gonna come out and get stuck.
The acids will eat it up. It'll make its way out.
Hey, what are we at? What do you think we're at right now? Our
I don't know.
runtime.
Well, how many minutes are we at?
49.
Oh, damn.
Hey, it felt a lot smoother than last time though.
Yeah.
It's so rigid and very like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because you were tired. You were exhausted.
No, it was rough. I definitely was a lot more quiet.
Yeah, you're much more animated now. So. But
I'm
it's
glad.
good, it's
Did I
good,
make
it's
it
good.
easier on you?
Yeah, absolutely. Dude. Absolutely.
No, I love doing this. It's so much fun.
I've had people here where like I'll ask them a question and they're just like, yes, no. It's like, oh, it's tough.
Police questioning.
Yeah, it's like pulling teeth. But no, with you here, it's been fantastic.
Thank you, thank you.
Wow, so we're at almost an hour. So
Yeah, we should
we
wrap
try
it
to
up.
keep
People
them-
don't want to listen to our bullshit.
no, I think people like listening to our concerns, our issues, but we do try to keep it not so long because we know that people do have a short attention span.
Yeah.
So we try to keep it a little bit shorter. So with this, we'll close it out here,
Yeah.
and then we'll do this again. So for everyone out there, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. If you have any questions, please put it in the comments, and either I or my guest will do our best to answer it.
If you guys want a part 3,
Yeah,
Let us know.
absolutely. There's gonna be a part 3. Thank you guys.
thank you.
Love you guys.